Greetings. So it is time to talk about ChatGPT because this has taken the world by storm. Even though it is not a big revolutionary jump in artificial intelligence, at least for those of us in the industry. It is a natural progression in artificial intelligence progress, but by having a chat bot interfaced onto the underlying AI engine, a lot of people are experiencing this for the first time, so it has a certain wow factor. Also, ChatGPT is made by OpenAI, of which one of the co-founders was Elon Musk, and anything that is technologically disruptive and associated with Elon Musk gets a lot of media coverage. But I'm going to give you a brief rundown of how to view it if you are new to all this and what to look for next. In all of the media articles and YouTube videos about ChatGPT, this is not what is being talked about. It's all about how you can use this today to do something today, whereas that is not the big picture. That's why you come over here. So how to view ChatGPT? Articles like this are easy to find online. 100 useful ChatGPT prompts to boost your creativity and productivity. But nothing here is all that profound. Things like how to create a website, how to start a business, how to write a resume, how to improve public speaking skills, and so forth. These are all things that you could have found out with a Google search anyway. All ChatGPT does is turn Google searches into a natural language output form. So for some people that is very convenient because they're not very good at Google searching and they get too many choices with Google searching, which confuses them. But ultimately it's all the same information that can be found through a Google search. ChatGPT just formats that into natural language. That is why it is not a big wow factor for someone in the industry necessarily. Think of the Netscape browser from 1995. There was definitely an internet before 1995. People were doing telnet in the late 1980s, and by the early 1990s, a lot of people were using email. But when the Netscape Navigator came out, and people could get onto the internet for the first time under this graphical user interface, suddenly they could search for a lot of things. Websites for corporations, they might have worked at websites for universities, searching for pictures, etc. All of those things became possible for the first time, and many tens of millions of people got onto the internet for the first time, thereby creating an internet audience and making other businesses viable, and we had the dot-com bubble. But since the Netscape Navigator, there have been many different browsers, and we don't even remember the sequence of browsers we might have used. Do you remember the entire sequence of internet browsers that you have used from Netscape Navigator all the way to the present and in the correct order? No, because that's not important. Browsers come and go, and you should see these AI apps like ChatGPT in the same way. All they're doing is getting you accustomed to interacting with AI. 10 years from now, 15 years from now, you might not even remember all the various AI programs that you used and stopped using. And that is the way to think about it. It's analogous to the Netscape browser. But I don't even call it a Netscape moment, which is a term I've used for other things elsewhere on this channel. It's not that revolutionary, except for getting many people exposure to direct AI interaction for the first time, in a manner that at least seems more useful to them. But here is what you should not get distracted by. It's not about the chat part. That is just a chatbot interface on top of this GPT engine. The GPT engine is the real powerhouse, the innovation. And that is called GPT-3, made by OpenAI, and that is not all that new. That has been out since June of 2020. GPT-3 is what's powerful because many other interfaces beyond just chat can be put onto there. The difference between ChatGPT and GPT-3, these are articles that you can look up online, and this bolded part pretty much tells you the whole story. ChatGPT, on the other hand, is a variant of the GPT-3 model specifically designed for chatbot applications. It is easy for the average person to use. However, GPT-3 has only this many data points that it learns from, 175 billion. GPT-4 has 100 trillion, so about 600 times more. That means the next version of all AI applications built on GPT-4, including the future version of ChatGPT, is going to be that much more powerful because artificial intelligence gets refined in proportion to the amount of data it's learning from, as well as the sophistication of its algorithms, but the amount of data it's learning from. GPT-3, as we can see here from this green oval I put, has actually been out since June 11th, 2020. So we're about 2.5 years in. The chat wrapper was more of a marketing tool to get people using the GPT-3 engine. And because it's replacing Google in many aspects of search, everyone thought that Google search engine was the most unassailable of all monopolies, but that's not really true because ChatGPT is drawing away a lot of Google search because of the natural language format that it organizes information in. So that was the introduction of ChatGPT and, much more importantly, the GPT-3 engine. The real thing to look for, however, is this. Watch for news articles, headlines, that are of a nature of someone making a lot of money by building a business around usage of ChatGPT. I have always said that artificial intelligence does not take away jobs, irrespective of what the media tries to scare you about. It actually creates more opportunities because you can create a business that previously would have required hiring people, but now you can get all that work done without hiring people. So in many cases, businesses that could not exist now can exist. It's important to not think about AI taking away your job, as you can see from this tag up here in the upper right-hand corner. Think about how you can employ AI. A business that might have required 10, 20, or 30 people working for you, if you instead need very few or no people and can do the same work, that is the future. That's why pretty soon we're going to see headlines of someone or a team of very few people, 2 or 3 people, that have created a $100 million business just from using ChatGPT, or have created a $1 billion unicorn company that's only 12 or 14 people, because most of the work that might have been done by people is now done through ChatGPT and other AI functions. Remember, there's many other AI tools above and beyond ChatGPT that don't even use the GPT-3 engine, but the advent of this tool has moved adoption into fast forward. But those are the headlines we're going to look for, and when I see headlines like that, I will do videos about that on this channel. But look for examples of someone making a lot of money through employment of ChatGPT. They have a whole army of workers working for free or very low cost. If you get the ChatGPT premium, that's $20 a month. And they're keeping all the revenue for themselves. That's why this notion that AI takes away jobs is just so completely wrong that it is amazing people still talk about that. But that fear-mongering meme is also very related to the fear-mongering meme that money printing causes inflation, when in fact it does not, because technological deflation is very evident from these AI tools and it's going to accelerate, thereby justifying more money printing. But that is a topic for other videos. Anyway, this is the thing to look for. Check every day for a headline of how someone, some kid somewhere, or some old person, or someone who didn't have a huge amount of advantages in life made a lot of money by building an entire business around ChatGPT because they're doing the work of 10, 20, 30, or 40 people by themselves, and therefore generating the revenue that would have required that much of a workforce to generate within a new venture created. So I hope you found this video to be informative, and if you like this type of content, then I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much for watching.